Just help the world. Oh, and my cat. Hey everyone, my name is Felicia and I make these videos every week. Usually they're about events that are happening in my life or about my travel, but today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to give you 5 ways that you can help the world. Now, we know about everything in the world practically. We know about atrocities to people, to animals, to the world itself, and a lot of the times it feels overwhelming. Like, what can I do? I can't do anything to change that drastically. And so what happens many times is we just sit back and we do absolutely nothing. And that is the wrong thing to do. So instead of doing nothing, these are just 5 ways, 5 little things that you can implement into your daily life. They don't disrupt your schedule immensely. They don't make you do drastic, huge changes. They're just little things that do make a big difference. So, number 1, say no to plastic water bottles. We have seen videos, there have been pictures of just how many of these plastic water bottles end up in landfills. And in America, it is just ridiculous. You could fuel 1.3 million cars for an entire year on the amount of fuel it takes to make water bottles for a year. That just seems stupid to me. Anyways, and so you have these plastic water bottles. The water isn't monitored great all the time. A lot of times it's just purified, like it's just filtered tap water. So instead of buying these plastic water bottles, using them once, throwing them in a landfill, letting them be there for like 400 years, buy a reusable one. They have gotten so much cheaper. They're not super expensive. If you're a traveler, these are great places for you to put on stickers to show where you have been. And depending on which one you get, it can keep the stuff inside cold or hot way better than a plastic water bottle ever could. I carried this thing around, well, not this one, but I carried a water bottle around on a majority of the world race, and we just got used to it. We took it into churches, we took it into restaurants, we took it, everywhere. We're used to them. And so I just carry them around and I have water, and it's great, and I'm not wasting plastic water bottles. So I just encourage you to buy one of these, or you probably have some in your closet, in your pantry. So just use them. And just a tip, buy one with a wider mouth. That way you don't get mold as quickly and it's easier to wash, and you can put ice in it if you want. So that's my number 1. Okay, number 2 is the Starbucks InStore Option. So Starbucks has this really cool thing. Not many people know about it, but if you say, hey, can I get I order a grande French vanilla latte, but can I get it in the in-store option? They, 1, look at me like, wow, that's awesome. I never get to press this button. But 2, they put it in a really nice ceramic mug, and they have cups for water and they have plates. And it's just a way to reduce the waste that you're producing. And yes, if you're going through the drive-thru, it doesn't work, or if you're like grabbing and going, it doesn't work. But if you have the ability to sit and stay in the store, maybe you're studying, maybe you're just reading, maybe you're just getting away, but sitting in the store, use these mugs, because then they just wash them and they reuse them, and you're not throwing away a cup, a sleeve, a cap, a stopper. You just have to wash one mug. So Starbucks in-store option, I love it, and it also makes me feel a little bit fancier when I'm sitting in Starbucks. Number 3, if you have a Keurig coffee system, a lot of stuff has come out about how bad those K-cups are for the environment. Even the guy who created them, he said he wished he never created them because they just do not decompose, and he went to like depression, a whole thing. So if you have a system, don't throw it away or anything drastic like that. Remember, these are little changes. Simply buy a reusable, refillable K-cup. They're really easy. I buy my own coffee, and I just put it in here, close it, pop it in there, and then wash this sucker again. They're just really useful and they help the environment. So my mom tried these and she couldn't get into the habit of it. She just never got the flow, and she just wanted something that would pop into the Keurig. And so what she did, instead of just using the regular K-cups with the white plastic, she bought recyclable ones. So ones that are able to decompose. And, and you can buy them on Amazon, and that was her way of saying, hey, no, I don't like wasting and I don't like polluting the earth, but I don't like this. So what is one way I can do it? And so she went on Amazon and she bought them, and so we're able to recycle them, and that is awesome. So it's all about what fits in your life and what works for you. Because right there you see two options, like I like these things, my mom doesn't, so she did something else. And it still helps, and it still helps the world and the environment. Number 4, clean out your closet regularly. There are so many times when I have walked into my closet and I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that shirt. And when you have like 30 things, chances are you're not wearing it all. Usually you will wear something on one occasion or for one specific purpose, or you're like, I like that, but maybe I liked it when I was 5 pounds lighter or 5 pounds heavier. And so it just sits in your closet. Well, those clothes can be donated to like the Salvation Army, and they can be given to people who will put them to good use. So instead of you using them once, that would be a staple in their wardrobe. All through college, I didn't really have money to afford buying clothes. Even like Target and Walmart were kind of expensive for me. So I had no other choice but to go to the Salvation Army. And so I do know that those clothes, and like even if you have other things that are donated, make a huge difference. Personally, I put a empty hanger in my closet, and then when I do laundry, I put those clothes behind the hanger. That way I can see what I'm wearing and what I'm not. And if I'm not wearing it, I just put it in a bag, and when that bag is full, I just send it off to go be used somewhere else. So clean out your closet regularly. Even if you're a college student, there's stuff in there that you do not use and somebody else can. Okay, so the last one, it's very, very simple, but it does make a world of a difference. And it's saying good morning all the time. Now, I don't mean all the time, meaning all times of the day, but saying good morning every day to everybody that you see. I used to work in a place and nobody said good morning, and everybody was kind of like grouchy and in their own little world. And that was kind of the state for the entire day for everybody. And then I went to a place where a woman would say good morning all the time, and it just invited the place to be happy. It invited me to be happy, and it just does a lot of good. So I encourage you, the people you're walking by at work, if you're on the elevator or the stairs, if you're at the coffee store or wherever, just say good morning to them. It breaks down the barriers that like this is my space and I am all about me and you are all about you and I don't want anything to do with you. It breaks that barrier down even just for a moment. And you also don't know what people are going through, and perhaps they are dealing with certain things outside of wherever you're seeing them. And this is a way just to put a little bit of happiness and a little bit of joy into their lives. So I encourage you to do it. People might be thrown off guard, and that's okay. There's no harm in doing it. Okay, so those are my 5 ways for you to help the world. They're small, I get it, and they're not gonna solve all of the world problems. However, if you do things like this, it's the little things that are gonna make the big difference. Because if everybody is doing the little things, that turns into a big thing. And then we see the culture shift. And that is always a good thing when it's for the better. So I encourage you to do these. Subscribe to my channel and give me a like. And if you do any of these 5 things, please comment below and tell me. Or if you have been doing them, I'd love to hear that you're like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Or this is a picture of my water bottle. So yeah, just comment below and let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.